everyone, Tim, Adam, and Sam here, and welcome to Flipper Flicks. Today's episode is brought to you by DB.
DB is a Scandinavian brand that makes backpacks and bags to help people on the move stay ready for anything.
From the streets to the peaks, DB's gear is travel tested by some of the world's best athletes, adventurers, and creators.
Over the past decade, DB has designed and developed the best bags in the market.
With DB's patented hookup system, you are able to attach smaller products to your backpack, roller, or tote.
One thing's for sure, you have to have the right luggage for the job. It's no fun towing your belongings down a cobblestone street.
Yeah, we don't want you breaking your wheels out there. So we're teaming up with DB to exclusively offer our listeners 10% off your next purchase by using the code POD10. Or you can simply go to the link in our show notes.
DB, it's time to move on. Time to get going. We hope you enjoy this episode.
Cue the singing giraffes!
Everybody, welcome back to Flipper Flicks. We review movies and we try not to go bananas.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh my god.
I was sitting here like, okay, she's been thinking about this one for a while now. And then she did like a very standard intro and I liked it.
Yeah.
And then she went bananas.
Then she went bananas.
No, not
There
yet.
weren't even bananas in this movie.
Not a single one.
What the hell?
They didn't want to stereotype apes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Apes Strong Together would have been my intro.
Yeah, but we didn't watch that one.
Well, you know, it's kind of... Wait, which one did you guys watch?
Wait, like, seriously?
Yeah.
2001 Planet of the Apes?
2001 Planet of the Apes. That's what I watched.
Oh.
Totally.
He got me. he did get me there. I was like... There are three different versions of this movie.
There are, yeah.
But
I mean, we'll get into that.
Yeah. Tim's on social media this
Oh,
week,
am I
so
up?
we're gonna let him.
Am I?
Yeah.
Is it my turn? That was
Yeah,
my
we're gonna tag
segue.
you in.
Okay.
That was.
It
It wasn't a very good segue. It was just like, hey, by the way, Tim's doing this.
Yeah, we're here. I am Tim, and we are on social media. We do have Instagram and Twitter.
Check.
Check. Yep, as he says. Check the bananas. Check. I don't know. Come check us out for what's going on for the week and little tidbits here and there of what we might be doing. Little fun snippets of things we're watching. Vote on, movies. If you think we picked a trash movie or we got rolled a trash movie, stuff like that. You can also drop us hints or not hints, but more of suggestions or whatever the word is for recommendations. For
there
movies.
you go.
He got
I'm
there.
getting there. We're awake today. We're awake. You can find us on Anchor, Spotify, Apple, and there's handfuls of other. There's so many platforms out there, but those are the big ones that we're on. We have a legit, I guess, website now. So it's just flipperflix.com.
It's so easy to say.
It's so much better. I feel like I'm missing half of that.
I know,
what I'm
right?
supposed to say right there. So yeah, legit website. Much easier to find, but again, you could still go to Instagram or whatever and follow the link and get there, and we can take suggestions and recommendations there. We aim to post episodes every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because that's where we are.
In the world.
But again, it's a podcast, so listen to it when you want to. But if you're ready for that drop, which I know you are, it's always 1 p.m. And then every once in a while we'll have bonus episodes. So yeah, go bananas.
Woo! Is that our new slogan?
I guess so.
Go bananas for the
season
season,
2.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll take it from here, Tim.
Dare you?
Okay. So I got Hangman this week. I'm Adam, by the way.
Hi, Adam.
Hi, Adam. Wait. What? Anyway, so I got Hangman this week, which basically is... It might have been better to name it like Wheel of Fortune, but I'm going to keep Hangman. They gave me 15 letters, and I had to pick out a movie with 15 letters in it.
Yes, because 69 was too long.
Yeah, I couldn't find any of that length. Anyways, so I ended up picking Planet of the Apes, the 2001 version of it, as we were making jokes about 3 minutes ago.
Yes.
Anyway, so the synopsis of this film. Oh, we saw it on Amazon Prime because I think Sam was trying to cue me in on that.
Word.
What?
Word.
I'm really bad at remembering to tell you where we watch stuff, but hey, I did it today.
It's okay. We still let you be a part of the podcast.
Yeah, that's all right, I guess.
But anyway, so in 2029, so in 8 years from now, an Air Force astronaut crash lands on a mysterious planet where evolved talking apes dominate a race of primitive humans. So that was a thing.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's only a couple years from now, so...
I know, it's like Space Force is going to happen, and then they're going to land some monkeys on a planet, and Seamus or Seamus is going to take over. Anyways,
or Caesar.
Or Caesar. But going into this film, so I saw this movie when I first came out.
Yeah, same.
I don't know. I was like, hell yeah, giant apes ruling the world. I'm interested. I mean, I was like a young child. I was like 10 or 11. I was pretty young when it came out, actually. Like, I wasn't even 13 yet. Oh, man. But I was excited to see this. I've been trying to get Sam to see this ever since all the ridiculous GameStop stock had started, and like everybody's like Ape Strong together, and I was like, I want to watch those, but we've seen all those, and I'm like, Sam hasn't seen this one, so I was like, gotta show her this one. So I was excited. I just remember it being like really well done, like the words, you know, like the makeup, that.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, like the prosthetics. So I remembered that, but the storyline, I remember Mark Wahlberg was in it.
Right.
That was about it.
Nice.
How about you, Tim?
Yeah, again, I saw it when it came out, and I just remember there was a lot of hype about it being remade off of the older one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I remember liking the movie, but I couldn't remember much else besides the fact that we're watching another movie where Mark Wahlberg's a scientist.
A scientist, right? That occurred to me pretty fast.
Maybe that's his
like,
actual typecast, but we just don't know it. I wasn't really like Yahoo about watching the movie. Like I don't know why. I just couldn't get in the mood to actually want to watch it. And there was no reason for that. I feel like maybe I just wasn't in the mood for the type of movie that I knew that it was.
Sci-fi.
Yeah.
Sort of deal. Yeah.
Not saying anything about, my past memories of it, but I guess I learned about a little bit about it, watching it again. But yeah, I guess that's all I got for it for now. Mark Wahlberg is a scientist, and it's about apes.
Nice.
How about you, Sam?
How about your banana?
Was not excited because we sat down and I was like, Adam, isn't this the same story of the other fucking like 3 movies? And I enjoy the new ones, like the ones that kicked off with James Franco. That
Andy Serkis.
Yeah, I enjoyed those. Like, don't get me wrong, but I was like, I don't understand why we have so many of these movies. Like, I just don't get it. So I was like, isn't this going to be the same story? And he's like, well, yeah, but no. And I was like, that is not good enough for me. So, I don't know. I was not, like, excited.
I didn't want to give too much away.
Yeah, that's fair. Just because, I don't know, it feels played out. But obviously at the time it was not. So, like, it's an awkward situation to come into it now when there's been, like, 50 movies of it.
Also, I didn't remember the full story.
Yeah, so you're like...
Yeah. For me... I was just like, oh, yeah, let's turn this on. I was excited to watch it again. I remembered liking it, but, oh, man. We start off with Mark Wahlberg being a scientist, like Tim said.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say he sold being an astronaut better than a science teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so.
I don't know why. Because he had to be physically fit.
Well, he didn't have to say anything that was like
super sciencey.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just kind of had to know how to do his job. He didn't really have to
exactly
explain stuff in such a scientific manner. Yeah.
He was more of a space pilot than I guess
right.
An astronaut.
Yeah, and he didn't really even have to explain being a pilot.
No.
Astronaut, so he was good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all technology that is fake and we don't know anything about anyway. So what's about what's
the point?
Yeah.
right? And like, I mean, the space station, when you start off on a pretty cool set, I thought personally. I'm curious if they like actually got the mechanics to get those like to get it to go back and like do the pod. I was curious about that. I just wanted to be there and look at everything.
A lot of that stuff, from what I understand and watching just like little behind the scenes of things, it's all like ropes and stuff. A lot of the time it's not actually a thing. It's like elevator doors and stuff are always like on a pulley system. And people they just have to like time that kind of shit. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You mean they don't want to like build an elevator?
An actual elevator, like
that makes sense. I mean, so basically there's this giant electromagnetic storm and they're like, "Hey, don't go in that. We're going to send the monkey in first." The chimp.
And of course he's upset about it.
But I'm a pilot. Hey, wait, my job. And so he's like, I'm going to just do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And he goes in and he drives it and he's like, what?
Whoa.
And then he crash lands into a new planet.
Yes.
And they all speak English on this planet.
They do. Well, for good reason, I guess.
No, I know. This
Spoiler
one at least
alert.
This one at least explains how they speak English.
Right.
It's always just a fun thing to be like.
It really is entertaining when movies do that. You're just like, okay.
Because you just kind of have to accept it.
That's why I really like movies when you have to just kind of take the context of the scene to what they're saying. You know what I mean? Like when it's like an alien or something, and they just like make a bunch of weird noises or whatever, and they're talking to someone. Yeah. That's becoming more of a trend. And even with like just foreign languages in general that you may not understand unless you're a smart person and you know more languages than I do, which if it's 2, you know more than I do. So
I know. We're some damn monolinguists over here.
Yeah. My brain holds information good. Yeah, I don't know where we're going with this, but I just started ranting a little bit.
How they like get rid of the subtitles for some scenes now. And
yeah.
You have to like piece it together. Yeah, I like that too.
I like that, but I'm like, but I want to know what they said.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. You got to figure it out, Adam. Just figure it out. Get that banana or something. I don't. What's our phrase? Go bananas.
Go bananas.
Go bananas.
Now, the one thing, my first little beef point with this movie was, I know. The one thing I know about like astronauts and shit from when they first land on a planet, like come back to Earth, they have jelly legs.
Oh,
yeah, they got all sorts of shit they have to like recalibrate, basically.
Yeah, he just walks up and starts running like it's fine.
Yeah, well, and not even that. Like he had to swim out of his pod underwater because that was my thing. That I was like, shit, that would be real scary.
That would be like, yeah. I feel like you couldn't figure out where up is.
Yeah, exactly. Like you'd be kind of disoriented. Like to your point, Adam, and you're underwater and.
Yeah. I agree. That's a little weird.
I don't know if artificial gravity on the space shuttle probably helped him. Maybe?
Probably, actually.
I don't know.
But still.
I don't know how that works.
It's like a light beef. It's just a quarter pounder.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Oh, okay.
He tries to fight these giant apes, and I'm just like, bro, even like the apes that we have right now in our time
would
line.
rip you apart.
Yeah. Yeah, and apparently there was a story that I was reading on Reddit the other day. Apparently Mike Tyson tried to pay a zookeeper to let him try to box a gorilla.
Yeah.
Oh,
He would have gotten that one too? Torn apart. Yeah. I've seen it before, but
yeah, he would have lost.
Yeah, big time. The tensile strength of those primates compared to us is insane.
It's
Their muscle just makeup is not the same. It's so much more dense than ours. I'm kind of jealous, but I guess they can't really think well, so that's a trade-off.
Hashtag animal fact.
Yeah.
Why are we on a movie podcast? I feel like we're more animal
oriented than talking about animals. Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh man. But no, like it's crazy.
Yeah, we're like I feel like we've talked about this before, but we're like very not well equipped to like be where we are in the
We just run.
chain.
We're just good at running forever.
Like, yeah, but most people can't like freaking
we can't
walk
do that
around
now.
the block without huffing and puffing.
We can't do it now,
that's true.
but I mean that's what even Thade's dad at one point was just like, their perk is that they're innovative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That big brain.
Yeah, they know brain good. They brain good.
I think maybe the octopi will come for us. They brain good.
Yeah, they brain real good. But
Anyway.
Marky Mark gets captured. Or I guess Leo. We'll call him Leo.
Oh, is that his actual name?
Yeah.
Did they ever say that? I mean,
Yeah,
I
like,
assume they did.
I honestly was
times.
going to go with Marky Mark because I couldn't remember his name.
As we do.
He called. Well, my issue is like as long as I call him it like when I'm watching it, I'm good. But
Yeah.
the moment I just straight go to the actor's name, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like they didn't say a lot of people's names in this movie.
Well, do you know what the main girl was? Not. Yeah. Do you know what the two girls' names were?
No.
Well, I know the ape girl was Ari, but that's only because we paused it, and Amazon does that thing where it tells
shows
who
you their
everybody
name.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, not because I actually heard them say it.
The blonde chick's name is Dana.
They did not say her name.
No, they did not. Sam, I'm gonna just let you do your thing. Just complain about Dana now.
I just want to get on my soapbox for a hot
Well,
second.
I could see she comes on the screen. Sam's already scribbling something down. I'm like,
Oh, it's amazing.
and then I say something later, and she's like, "Yeah, you'll hear it." And I was like, "All right, let's go.
Just get it out of the way.
Get the soapbox out."
I just find it incredibly ridiculous that Dana is running around in this skimpy dress, and every time there's a cave woman sort of situation, they're in a skimpy dress as if we can't, like, want to wear shorts or pants. And then you look at, like, Ari, who's, like, this strong female character, and she gets to wear pants. Like, why does Dana have to be, like, a fucking sex symbol as, like... Why? Just
because,
why?
Sam, really, are you going to have sexy feelings for an ape?
I mean...
There might
why
be a
don't
certain
you
culture,
pander to
but...
the furries? Like,
Yeah.
there are people that would like that.
They kind of did, though, right? Don't they kiss at the end?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was a little
A
peck.
little
Yeah.
peck, whereas he, like, sticks his tongue down Dana's
Yeah,
throat.
exactly. He was, like, real deep into
I
Dana.
know. So I can get into that. That was in the original plot.
What? Him to, like, make out with her?
Well, apparently Ari was going to be a princess,
Okay.
and it was going to be the full romantic,
Oh.
like object for
Oh.
him to go for it. And
Tim's like about.
Tim Burton was like, "This is how it should be. Like, this makes more sense with the story." Which, as weird as it is, I mean, it made more sense for him to be like Dana's character could be just removed, and I wouldn't have noticed.
Yeah,
probably.
it was really weird because it felt like,
A forced sex symbol.
well, yeah,
Essentially.
but then at the end, like, when he sticks his tongue down her throat, like, they barely even had conversation.
I know.
So it felt like, it was like, I can't really make out with the ape, so I'm just gonna make out with her. It was weird. It was so weird.
They're gonna do some Blade Runner 2049 stuff where he's like making out with the girl but humping the ape. Is that what you're saying?
What?
In 2049, in Blade Runner 2049, the AI
There's like a hologram.
over a human's body. I was just saying doing
Yeah.
something weird like that. Anyways, but 20th Century Fox kiboshed the whole thing and said it was, in I quote, weird and unnatural. And Tim Burton was apparently really pissed about it. He had a lot of issues with this film.
Tim Burton is eclectic, so that doesn't shock
Yeah,
me.
like, if you were to find out that Tim Burton directed this, and then you're like, then I tried to have an ape and a human have a relationship, you're like, that checks out.
Yeah. I also found it weird that he even directed this movie, but...
Yeah, it seems like not up his alley.
Yeah, it just
really.
seems like a little odd for him.
But he also did Batman.
That seems a little more accurate, though.
It's like Batman, in my opinion, I feel like his Batman films are like in between like his normal films in this film.
Does he have normal films?
No,
Well,
his normal.
His
I'm not
normal,
saying-
yeah.
Okay.
Not
I
normal.
was like,
His
wait.
Yeah, like, I mean, he's got his thing going on.
Yeah, but I mean the set design and the costumes and the makeup were all very good, and I feel like Tim Burton really shines at that sort of thing. Like he can
they did get Rick Baker.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, yeah, I guess I shouldn't say that he specifically shines at it. It seems like he's very good at gathering people that can do that well. How's that? Because he always
There we go.
uses like Danny Elfman for his music, and does he use Rick Baker a lot, or that was just
No,
because
that's
of
just
Harry?
for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rick Baker is the guy who did Harry, Tim.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which I gotta say, like, even though the costumes were amazing and the prosthetics were amazing, it creeped me out that they were
Amazing.
human-like.
Yeah,
you know
they
what
were
I mean?
more
like,
human than
Harry. And I know Harry's, like, not an 8 pieces Sasquatch, but still, like, I don't know. It was, like, very jarring, and I'm sure it was on purpose. But, like, it was, like, ugh! Like, I don't...
I think I remember watching something about it, and they wanted them to have their own, like, facial features and expressions and stuff, and so that you could tell them apart.
Dude,
So, I don't know,
Thade had a walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
And I was like, dude, that guy, the actor who did it, Tim Roth, did amazing.
Yeah.
Like, just being able to, like, he just sold that character.
Yeah, he did.
Like, I was like, you are an ape. And I'm like, you're fantastic at this.
Yeah, and as much as I liked Paul Giamatti's character, like the slave trade guy, because he was funny.
He was just Paul Giamatti.
Yeah, you couldn't unsee Paul Giamatti in
You
my
really couldn't.
eyes. Like, I couldn't.
Dude, when Thade goes to him and he's like, you stink of humans. I'm like, no fucking shit.
Yeah.
He's a slave trader.
Yeah.
It's literally his job.
Yeah. And so like I said, I didn't remember this film too well. But like the butler, I don't know. I'm going to call him the butler, the ex-general or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
He just like, when they were at the first dinner, he was just like giving some side eye to Thade and his like new second in command.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this guy does not like him.
No.
Yeah.
I was like, but I couldn't remember why.
You were picking up what he was laying down.
I was picking it up. I saw it.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy seems to be like some Shaolin like monk, sort of like just gonna beat the shit out of you, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I think of his costuming made me think of a Shaolin monk, and I don't know why. Because I don't know. Anyways, but they were like thrown in with a bunch of other slaves. Like Marky Mark is thrown in with a bunch of slaves, and obviously Ari wants some. Like, is very noticeable.
Very thirsty right away.
Yeah, immediately.
Yeah, and like when they escape from like the house, like they're fucking like running through like 90 other people's houses.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you in other people's houses?
They're
like,
just replaying Aladdin chase scenes or something.
Yeah, exactly.
that's how it felt. And like, I don't know. It was just weird to me.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't make sense for them to go through the houses.
Yeah, but if the guard's on the street,
That's
right?
true,
Like,
that's true.
Although, like,
How did they get in? They had doors.
yeah, I don't know. It's weird because it's like on the one hand you're running through other people's houses that are clearly going to be alarmed that you're there and they're going to scream, aka the princess
Child
thing. But then on the other hand, if like the soldiers are in the street, like that's not.
You don't want to be there.
I mean, yeah, I don't know how it works. They should have ran across rooftops or some shit. I don't know.
Assassin's Creed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, Aladdin it.
I don't know. I didn't really have here nor there thoughts about the whole scene.
I don't know. It was just the whole orangutan sex scene that was about to happen.
Oh God. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's only natural, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Logically. Also, I love how. I mean, they got to reproduce somehow.
Plus, they just had this nice wine and dine situation.
they did.
Like,
Have you ever noticed though, orangutans are always like the smart.
They are.
Like, the
Yeah.
smart
yeah.
ape. Like, and I don't know. I'm sure they are smart.
They're
'cause I
always
think
the
there's-
old wise ones. Yeah.
yeah.
I think there is. Is it a gorilla or is it an orangutan that Robin Williams used to visit?
I don't
And
know.
Her name was Coco, but she apparently like found out the news from watching the TV about Robin Williams and just went into like a depression or something.
Huh.
Aw.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
Crazy,
there is
though.
some. I think it is based in fact that orangutans are like smarter ones,
Yeah, they're just
and I think that's
Chill.
where that comes from. Yeah.
yeah. Because I mean, in the new ones, in the new round 3 of of Planet of the Apes, the orangutan is his like wise,
Yeah.
like Caesar's like wise friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is cool. Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, King Louis, he's like the leader. He's the king of all
and he's
the chimps.
Fuck yeah, he is.
He's also monstrous.
He's huge.
In the new one.
In the new one, yeah,
You're
it's so distracting.
I know, and it's Christopher Walken, so it is
right.
If you wanted to hear Christopher Walken impressions, go back a couple episodes.
Yeah, go back to the...
It's like 15 minutes of it. It was obscene.
It's terrible.
We're sorry.
Yeah. It was amazing. It was amazing. But I want to say one thing about like the second in command dude. That's what I'm calling him. Actually, I know his name. It's Atar.
I did not know his
Sure,
name.
yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Well, Paul Giamatti's character's name is Limbo.
Oh, that's a nice name.
That's good.
Yeah. Anyways, so Atar straight up looks like they took an Uruk-hai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they put him in Chronicles of Riddick clothing.
Pretty much.
So Tim,
Yeah.
I'm talking about like what's his name from The Boys and Aomer.
Carl Urban.
Carl Urban's character in Chronicles of Riddick.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that costume.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was like, huh. But I was like, that's pretty cool. I mean, I thought the costuming was cool, except for the hats were weird. But for some weird reason, sci-fi movies, they love to give people weird hats.
I know. I was going to bring it up, but then...
He killed someone with
someone with it, so I was like, okay, so maybe that's why they're pointed. But it was just, like, so bizarre.
I think they were in the shape of that, like, pot that he had with the gun inside. It was, like, in the same,
the, like, burning heart situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was supposed to symbolize that, but...
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Because the intro kind of, like, their helmets kind of looked like that in the intro or whatever.
Yeah.
Did you survive that, Tim? That was a long intro.
Oh, my God, I struggled through that one. I was like, just get on with it. Like... But,
Sam's over here like, I like intros. I can get my drink ready and my popcorn.
Well, then you're not even watching the intro. I get that.
Don't give away my secrets, Tim. I'm watching the intro while I make my peanut butter and jelly.
All my stuff's usually made. Then I sit down and push play. I want to watch the damn thing, and then the intro happens, and I'm like, I'm done with my food. This is stupid.
You're doing it wrong, Tim.
I'm not even settled into the movie yet, and I should be while I nom, but no.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that intro was terrible.
I knew you weren't going to be a fan of it. You know what, though, in this movie, I didn't understand was, why didn't they just put a fucking, like, river around them?
I know.
Yeah.
We're afraid of water. Okay, so I'm going to put water around me everywhere.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm going to make
like,
a moat.
They only forced
That's what I
them.
wrote down, Tim.
They only forced them in that one spot, like in the river, and I was like, why wouldn't you? Like, clearly it's a lush planet, which was also kind of confusing because at some point they end up in like a desert. It seems like.
Hey.
But anyhow,
you know, it's just how it be.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's how it be, but like, I don't know. You would think you would ask like where the water sources are, although I guess Ari would like not be cool with that.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Now,
could have forced them into the water more.
That's true.
Agree, but go ahead.
Yeah. There's one of the characters that I found interesting in this film was Thade's dad. So,
yeah.
I feel like a lot of times when you have like this radical like general like leader, when you finally meet their father, they're like, oh, you need to like give that up. Like Marcus Aurelius in Gladiator.
Right. Yeah. It's always the father's more level-headed and like raised them differently, and somehow this child turned out to be a tyrant. Yeah.
And then you got Thade's dad who's like, yeah, they're fucking kill them all. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
I'm taking it back.
Yeah.
Burn them all.
Exactly. I don't know. I was just
he's the direct descendant of Semos or whatever the hell his name is, right? Seamus, that's right. Yeah,
it's Seamus, but it's Seam.
Yeah. But he's the descendant of him, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, so that checks out.
Yeah, I know. It was like, once you learn that, you're like, oh, okay, but it's just, I mean, I think he kind of like looked, I don't know, it just reminded me of the scene in Gladiator.
Right.
When Aurelius is dying.
Yeah.
And Sam hasn't fully seen that movie.
I have not.
Oh my god, that movie's so good.
Yeah, and you can listen to the Rock soundtrack.
I'm gonna. Why did we watch the Rock instead of that? I didn't know you had.
That's actually. That. Yeah, I was like, that's actually the bigger. How did you miss that?
Yeah.
I have tried because I love those type of movies. Like I love Roman and like period stuff like that. But I don't know. I can't.
You were always sleepy when I turned it on.
It's so good.
The nap gets the better of me in those long movies, man.
did take me forever to watch it from start to finish because like it used to be on TV all the time, so I would just flip it on.
Yeah, it really was on TV like all the time.
But going back to Planet of the Apes,
no, can't.
Clearly, we're more into the Planet of the Apes than the Gladiator. So
yeah. But I was hoping Seamus was Caesar, like just the name.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, they wouldn't line up with the
No,
timelines. But I mean, it would have been a nice callback.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. And maybe there are callbacks in the newer ones, like in that first one with James Franco.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, these would be really nice. Like, they would be nicely woven together. Understood that there's, like, a bunch of different directors and, like, it's not supposed to be woven together, but you would think they would at least, like,
they could have done
it.
Yeah, they could have, but...
If they had done the timeline, like the time skip thing differently, where like basically they did that and then James Franco's shit happened and then Mark Wahlberg's character came back.
Yeah. Like they could have done it.
They could have, yeah.
Assholes. You could have done it.
Unless they totally knew it was going to happen 10 years later, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, but like, okay, yes, you don't know that it's going to happen 10 years later, so you can't like bash Tim Burton. I'm saying the new person...
No, I know. He could have
done it, especially if it's 20th Century Fox. Those new ones are.
They are. Yeah. 20th Century owns the story.
So whoever that I'm criticizing, whoever the new person.
I feel like Disney. They just wanted to do their own thing.
Yeah. They're like, do not want to be.
Tim Burton even said he wanted to reimagine it, not remake it, compared to the old one.
Yeah.
Like for this one.
Yeah.
He didn't. Oh.
Because, like, there's a big scene in the first one, like in the 1968 version, there's a scene where they see the Statue of Liberty.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's how he, like, gets freaked out. Like, because it's like, oh, I was on Earth the whole time.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Or something. Do you know what I'm talking about, Tim?
Yeah. Vaguely.
It's honestly parodied. Yeah, that word. A lot in, like, The Simpsons, Futurama, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Stuff with time travel.
Mm-hmm.
You know who can also, not time travel, but teleport, is that fucking second in command of Tar. That fucker's on the camp, heaving balls of fire at them, and then he's suddenly back in the city.
Yeah,
he's just very fast.
And they took their horses, so how did he get back there?
He's just very fast.
Know. No, Tim, he's not that fast.
I was like, how the fuck did you get back so fast?
It does not make sense.
It doesn't. But you know what else doesn't make sense? Mark Wahlberg in every film. You know how like Owen Wilson says wow, and now we've discovered that Nick Cage says bingo?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Wahlberg has to look concerned.
Yeah.
Like furrowed.
Yeah, he always has that furrowed look, yeah.
Yeah, like, what the fuck is that shit?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, and maybe it's because of The Happening.
It is definitely because of The Happening.
It's happening. Like, also, so another thing that didn't make sense story-wise for me was all the humans just randomly fucking showing up. Yeah, there's been stories. Who the fuck has been telling these stories?
Right.
The fucking group that broke out haven't fucking left.
Other people have been teleporting around.
Whoa.
Okay.
Well, technically speaking...
He stood up before he was captured.
Yes, and like there are humans in town that would have seen them running through houses.
That's
and
true.
Shit.
That's true.
But like,
how would they?
Leave
Yeah.
town. Yeah, like I don't know.
Yeah.
Snail mail.
Snail mail.
Snail mail.
But it's so funny to me because apparently, so Mark Wahlberg will defend Tim Burton on this film till he dies because they gave him a release date for this film before they started shooting it.
Okay.
So apparently he didn't get to do his full like scripting, like and doing the full story. Like
sounded like they weren't gonna let him anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It was like half implied that like he didn't like finish the movie's like half written.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So he's just like, yeah, 20th just rushed him. Don't rush Tim Burton. Just like let him do his thing. Like he's an artist.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, come on. Tim Burton is Tim Burton.
Yeah. Like he like knew he was going to do the movie within like the first 5 minutes of talking to Tim Burton. And he's like, I don't even fucking care what role I get. I just want to work with him.
Nice.
That's cool.
And then, so the father of the worthless woman, Dana.
Yes.
She wasn't. She just wasn't needed. Like the character wasn't. Like if they gave her more like lines than making out with Mark Wahlberg,
and prancing around in
her short skirt dress thing.
Very short.
Anyways, so her dad is Chris Christopherson, and he found out that he was doing this movie. And he's like, I like Tim Burton. My kids like him. I would love to sign up for your movie.
Nice.
Hey, guess what?
Fuck?
Not a normal Tim Burton movie.
Yeah.
I know.
What the hell?
So I got more beef with this film.
Keep
ahead.
going.
Why?
Rip it out.
Keep the train
Why does Thade have a human branding, like a brand, in his tent right before the last battle?
Yeah,
Well,
why?
just
Like,
in
why does he
case.
have that? I don't know.
Just in case Marky Mark shows up. Come on.
I'm just gonna.
True.
If we get any humans coming here, I'll fucking brand them just randomly.
Yeah.
Again,
Hey,
why are they super fast at times, or why is there just this or that, or just the pacing
Yeah.
of everything is just.
Yeah, and I think that like if Tim Burton had more time, he would have probably been like, okay,
Fleshed it out.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was 2 hours long, but he would have actually like built
Right.
it a bit better. But knowing they rushed the timelines and they still got that set done,
Yeah.
that's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, there's that. And you know what? That was the love triangle we needed at that end. We needed Mark to kiss Ari and Dana. The love triangle of the century.
Yeah.
People went bananas for it for Sam.
Oh my god. No. No.
Oh, that's like the last one. That's the last note that I have
Yeah.
from watching the film.
Oh.
Well, my last note, which was very early on, is look, the classic line, "Get your hand off me, you damn dirty human," but it's reversed from the original of "Get your damn paw off me, you dirty ape." Yeah. And there
What?
you go.
Yeah.
In the beginning, when Mark shows up and he touches the general dude or whatever, and he says that
Yeah.
line,
Yeah.
that's a classic line from the original, but it's
Oh.
reversed. So the human says it in the original. He says, "Get your paw off me, you damn dirty ape," and this one he says, "Get your hand off me, you damn dirty human." It's a callback, and it's usually a pretty popular quote, but it's in a lot of stuff.
It sounds familiar, right?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't sound like. Nope, never heard of it.
Yeah, it's in a lot of stuff that like parodies, that sort of scene,
Yeah.
I can't remember what movies I've seen it, but it's in a lot of stuff, so I just had to, point it out. But
Give it a call out for the
Yeah.
callback.
for the
Yeah.
Sam, you clearly have more notes.
I do have more notes.
Go for it.
I wasn't ready for you to be done.
Oh, I don't have a ton.
Yeah, I didn't have
Most
time
of
for
mine
this
were
one.
like weird beef questions that I had.
Yeah.
So go for it, girl.
Well, this one doesn't work into conversation.
It works.
Now.
Go.
It would have
do it.
earlier
Do it.
of how dare you call me a monkey. Because that guy like flips the fuck out when he calls him that versus an ape.
Right.
Which is confusing. Who would have called him a monkey?
Wasn't it Mark Wahlberg? Or
Well,
me?
yeah, he does. But I mean, like, why is that a derogatory term?
Right.
Like, who is calling each other? Well, maybe they call each other.
I was gonna say
monkeys.
it's probably from like the humans called us monkeys, we're apes, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Apes
But
strong together.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was just like, damn, don't cross that guy. And then I just said crazy time warp with the ship. Like I was like, what? When they were like Kalima, and then of course it's like his ship. But like
Caution live animals.
yeah, but
I thought that was clever.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was clever too. And like you knew it was gonna be his ship and like it wasn't gonna work out, but I don't know. I still liked how it unfolded.
Yeah,
Is that
no.
weird? I don't know.
I thought that like the war scene made sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's use scare tactics. Oh fuck, they failed.
Yeah. And then, like, here's kind of my beef besides Dana. So, like, at the end, when Thade finally gets a hold of the gun, like, I don't really believe that he would know how to shoot it.
But he figures it
He's
out right there.
Yeah.
Oh
like,
yeah, he like picks up and he's like.
But how he doesn't shoot himself, I don't know.
Right.
know.
Like, and how he, like, doesn't, like, I just feel like he would have had to take a little bit more time to get, like, his aim down. And, like, this is the first time the one that his dad gave him, like, he looked at it, but it's not like he actually, like, fired it or, like, saw how it worked or anything. You know what I mean? Like, it was just, like, very odd that, like, glass barrier aside, like, how did you not have any other, like, issues figuring it out or issues, like, where, you, like, shot your arm off or some shit.
Also, his dad definitely oversold that gun. He was like, this is, like, 1,000 spears. Fucking Thade got shot.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, this is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it hit his armor.
I know. I just thought it was funny. I was like, so apparently their armor's pretty fucking strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it the same gun he had earlier? Because that one was explodey as fuck.
No, I don't think it was.
Okay. Because that explodey one would have fucked
Or
him.
maybe it was. I don't remember now.
I feel like it wasn't, but maybe it was. It probably was, but it didn't seem like it.
No,
it
it
wasn't
didn't seem like
exploding.
it.
Yeah. I don't know.
But Pericles coming down.
I know.
That was really funny.
And he just, like, sticks the landing and thumbs up.
Dude. He's better at landing than Mark Wahlberg. Twice.
Yeah. I mean...
It was sad when he crawled into his cage, though.
I know.
Poor guy.
That was very sad.
I know. And then we can talk about the ending, I guess.
Yeah. I was going to say that just about the ending. I liked that it wasn't the typical happy ending. Ends up back on Earth. Like, it's like, it is really creepy to see Theta as, like, the Lincoln Memorial. I was like, this is creepy. I hate it. But, like, I love it. Is that weird? Like,
is it a parallel time? Because like
I'm wondering that too. If he ends up on the same
so.
world at a different time.
Yeah, it has to be because like his instruments get all fucky with the time warp, and like I doubt there's multiple Thades. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's just very bizarre.
Because I think I don't know. I haven't seen the original one because I read that he like. The Leo character goes back actually with what would be Dana.
Nah.
Because in 1968, they definitely were not going to have a
they could not
human-ape relationship.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
Yeah.
I just like that it culminates in like more of an oh fuck moment than
it's like I should have just stayed there.
Yeah, exactly. Give me back in my ship. Oh wait, I crashed it again.
So, Tim Roth, the guy who played Thade, he's like, I've seen the movie twice. I don't get the ending.
Well.
Helena Bonham Carter is like, oh, I love the ending. It's so perfect. And I'm like, all right. So, differing perspectives from the actors.
Yeah, but she was married to Tim Burton.
Nope, they met during this film.
Oh.
Then they bought houses next door to each other. That was in the interesting facts section.
I don't know. I just think that, like, she's had plenty of time to get to know him more, but I guess at the time, maybe not.
Yeah, did you guys know there was a sequel? Signed on for the entire cast, like resigned, and they were going to do it, like going on from that point from Washington, D.C. And then it got canceled because it wasn't reviewed well.
Oh.
Doesn't surprise me.
Wah, wah, wah.
And Tim Burton said he would rather jump out a window than do the sequel.
I feel like that's more of like why it got canceled, but
yeah. Tim Burton's a mood.
And the guy who played Atar, Michael Clark Duncan, he sprained his ankle on set one day and was rushed to the hospital. I think they probably thought it was like a broken ankle. And he was still in his full costume.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
And then the icing on the cake of Planet of the Apes. We're going to roll back to 1968. Rick Baker, 18-year-old, I don't actually know where he's from. He goes to the drive-ins where they're playing Planet of the Apes. And he would dress in ape gown. He would put ape makeup on him from back then and go scare people.
That's
I love
funny.
It was like, Rick Baker, you're amazing.
Yes. I love it.
I'm glad that we got to do another film with him in it.
I know. He does good work.
He'd do good work, yeah. Anyways, I can get to the cast now if you guys got nothing.
I'm out.
Go bananas.
Whoa.
What? Leo is played by Mark Wahlberg.
What?
He's in The Departed, Ted, and Scoob.
But you did not mention The Happening.
Yeah,
that movie did not happen. Ari, yeah, I'm trying to do only 3 movies per person.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's a lot of writing otherwise. Ari is played by Helena Bonham Carter, which I honestly didn't see her until, like, there was one line later that I was like, oh, that's definitely her. Like, I could tell, but...
Yeah, I had no idea it was her.
She did a good job. She's Bellatrix Lestrange in Harry Potter. Like, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
She's in Fight Club. That's where I was first introduced to her.
Yes.
And then she's also in The King's Speech, which I was kind of surprised about.
Oh, yeah.
Then Thade is played by Tim Roth. He is in Pulp Fiction. He's the guy at the beginning. He and Honey Buns.
Oh, my God.
That's Tim Roth. That's who plays Thade.
That's funny.
Fucking...
Yeah, because, like, I saw his name, and I'm like, I feel like I'm supposed to know who this person is, but
Yeah.
I just, like, don't.
He's not huge, but...
He's in some stuff. Nice.
Yeah, he's also in The Hateful Eight and Rob Roy.
Nice.
Attar is played by Michael Clark Duncan. He's known for The Green Mile.
Yeah.
And then he's also in The Island, apparently, and Sin City.
Nice.
Limbo is played by Paul Giamatti. He's in Sideways. He's in the new Jungle Cruise film. I forgot about that, even though I saw it.
I haven't seen it.
And then American Splendor. It's Splendor, but I felt like saying it weird.
And one of my favorite movies.
Yeah? Which one? Hunger Games?
Lady in the Water.
Oh, is he?
Nice.
I thought it was the Hunger Games.
Hold on. That's him.
He
right?
is in the...
That's him, right?
I don't know. I haven't
You
seen
continue
it.
on.
Okay.
Tim will confirm
Maybe
later.
I'm like picturing somebody else's face.
I mean, he's also in like The Ides of March, I think.
Yeah.
No, that's him. That's what I thought. Yeah, he's the main character.
Oops.
He's in The Hangover 3 too, I think.
Did I make you guys watch that?
No.
I watched it in theaters, but I haven't seen it since then.
Lady in the Water?
Never...
Yeah.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen it.
that's-
Shockingly, for how much we've hung out, Tim.
It's seriously one of my favorite movies. I swear we...
Nope. You threatened to watch it.
After
Make
The
us watch
Happening.
And then
you were like,
I think
I
I made Rihanna watch it with me or something.
But Dana, Sam's favorite character, is played by Stella Warren. She's in Kangaroo Jack. She's
amazing.
in Driven.
Driving.
And then she plays Belle in Beauty and the Beast from 2010.
I did not know there was a Beauty and the Beast from 2010.
Yeah, it wasn't reviewed well. Karubi, her father in the movie, is played by Chris Christopherson.
I like his name.
Yes.
He does have a great name.
He does.
He's in the movie Blade, and like Blade 2, I like those ones. He's in Payback and The Jacket.
The Jacket.
Now, this is a character that I just wrote down because I recognized his face when I was scrolling through.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Gorilla Kid. Yeah, that's his name in the movie. But he's played by Deep Roy, who plays the Oompa Loompa
Charlie
in
and the Chocolate
Charlie
Factory.
and the Chocolate Factory.
Wow.
Ah, that's amazing.
So, the crazy thing about him is, did I say this in the Snowpiercer episode, that he did every single action that the Oompa Loompas do? So he has to run in like 400 different scenes. It's just insane. His
Really?
Oompa Loompa work is crazy.
His Oompa Loompa.
He's
work.
just
the
on
best
point.
Oompa Loompa.
Yeah. He also is in the movie Star Trek.
Nice.
I don't know who he plays there. And then The Corpse Bride.
Wait, so who did he play in this movie? One of the children?
Yeah, he was just one of the kids.
Interesting.
The director is Tim Burton. He
Yes.
did Nightmare Before Christmas, which is probably where we all first saw him.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. Unless somebody saw Edward
No.
Scissorhands.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
I have
I
not
have.
seen it. I didn't see The Nightmare Before Christmas until I was like an old fart.
Oh, right. I
So,
showed it
like,
to you for the first
I
time.
think my first Tim Burton film was maybe Edward Scissorhands.
He also has The Corpse Bride.
I know, but that was pretty new.
I've not seen that one. Wait, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Halloween or Christmas movie?
That is a Halloween movie.
To me as well. Sam does not agree.
I think it's a November movie.
It's honestly December 13th on a Friday the 13th movie.
Yes, which was last year.
Yeah, and we didn't watch
and
it.
we fucking missed it. Yes.
But yeah, Tim Burton also did Edward Scissorhands and Corpse Bride. I know, I just said that.
Yeah, but he does other stuff too.
Like Batman.
Yeah, I didn't see that. So it must have been Edward Scissorhands. It had to have been. Anyway.
Yeah. The critics for this film rated a 44%.
Ooh.
And that is what kiboshed the second movie.
Fucking rude.
Which is funny, because, like, 44% really isn't that low.
I know. But I feel like at that time, when, like, Lord of the Rings was running rampant and stuff like that, like, you had a little bit more stiff competition. Now, they'll just be like, fuck it, we'll let you make the next one.
Yeah, the audience gave it a 27%. IMDb with a 5.7 out of 10, and Google with an 80%. Now, the budget for this movie was $100 million. But
Dang.
it brought in $362.2 million.
No.
So I'm honestly surprised they didn't make a sequel, because, like, typically, like, when a movie performs well in the box office, it doesn't really fucking matter what the critics say.
Yeah, I just feel like it was strange times in the early 2000s, you know? There was a lot of kind of this sci-fi stuff going around, right? Because Chronicles of Riddick was around this time, too?
I would say,
Or
like,
was it
2014.
Yeah, I think it is.
Tim and I were in high school.
So, maybe not. I don't know. With Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
taking over
Lord of the
world.
Rings would have fucked it over.
Yeah.
Because they would be the direct competition for, like costuming.
Right.
So, all right. So I guess it's that time of day. You know, the best time of day. Whether or not we're gonna flip it on or off.
Yeet.
Sam. So you've not seen the movie, so I'll let you go first.
Nice. Well, as much as I bitched about it, I don't feel like I didn't bitch as much as Adam, but as much as I bitched about it, I did enjoy it, and it is, I mean, it's the same story as the other Planet of the Apes, but, like, not at the same time. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I would flip it on. I would stop for it if it was on TV, even though it's a little played out.
Yeah. What about you, Tim?
Yeah, I'm going to say flip it on. I think it's still worth a watch. I think the makeup and everything is still worth it, and just the people that are in it. Plus, you get to see a different version of Mark as, yet again, another sciencey type person. So,
Can we
I
make
think
a new wheel option? Mark as a scientist?
Mark as a scientist. I think we've watched them all at this point, but could be wrong.
Oh.
So,
or we'll figure something out. Do, like, some character that doesn't fit, like, actor doesn't fit the character sort of deal.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Word it better, but
Yeah. All right. What about you?
I actually would flip it on. I bitched a lot, you know, but like I just had weird random stuff, but I honestly think that deep down inside there's a story. I'm doing something that I don't normally agree with. I think that if Tim Burton got to run away with it how he wanted, I think it would have been ridiculous, but I would have been there for it. But I enjoy this version of it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's got some parts that I don't necessarily agree with, but that's just how it be, you know?
Yeah, and I feel like it didn't necessarily feel like it was like 2 hours or whatever it was.
No,
like I didn't find
yeah.
it boring.
No, they did a good job with, like, I still had fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, so season 2, episode 2 coming to a close. We're gonna spin here. Sam's gonna get her first episode for the season. Tim, what are you thinking she's gonna get? AI suggestions off the planet?
I hope not.
Let's spin it. Yeah, I don't know.
I was trying to.
I don't know
She's
why
gonna
I'm
get
asking.
like, what's the one she always gets?
Thanks, I hate it.
Yeah.
That's the one she got.
No
Wait,
way.
no, nobody chose it.
Thank God.
She got Daily Trend.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I know. So let's Google Daily Trends before we let you go.
This is gonna get bad.
I was gonna say I don't know. I don't know.
Honestly, you can get a good movie out of what I'm thinking right now, but
if Google would pick it up for me. Trends.google.com is going to say that Ohio State football... Oh.
wow. Oh, no.
Is it all football?
It's all football.
It's all football.
God damn
Would
it.
you like Ohio State football,
No.
Notre Dame
God.
football, Texas A&M football, Tennessee football,
Oh
or
my
PSG?
God. Oh my God.
Oh, Sam, do you want me to go to...
Oh my God.
That's
Do you want
not
me to
what
go
I
to, like-
expected at all.
How about I go to 8? We'll go to 8.
No, we can do.
Clemson football,
Oh my God.
FSU football, Allison Payne.
Was it the first weekend for college football?
Second.
Oh, well, y'all shouldn't be this excited on the second weekend.
Well, Ohio
Honestly,
State just lost to Oregon.
You could do Rudy for number 2.
You could do the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
True.
True.
You could do any movie that screams I'm from Texas.
True. I have options besides football, but it's very heavily skewed.
You don't have
towards
options
football.
besides
No,
football.
it says football 4 times on my screen.
Yeah.
And then PSG is a soccer team.
Yeah.
Oh, God
So it's
damn
also
it.
known as football.
Yes.
I
This is fucking great.
know.
I was thinking we were gonna watch that one 9/11 memorial movie
Oh,
with
yeah.
Jon Stewart.
Nick Cage.
Nick Cage and a bunch of other people, but yeah.
Let me just save this clip real quick. But yeah, so cool. So Sam's going to have to pick a football film next week.
Freaking... I just want to say that if you were one of those people that contributed to the daily trend being college football, I'm mad at you right now.
Well, you could just do a college movie, too.
That's true.
There we go. All right, well, catch us next week when Sam has to pick a football film. It's going to be great.